Welcome to the podcast, Prophecy Insights with Bro Steph. Today is October 21st, 2016, and the title of today's report, Wars and Rumors of Wars, DDOS Attack. So today at 4 o'clock in the morning, West Coast time, Pacific Standard Time, there was a cyber attack that started on the East Coast and it moved all the way by 11 o'clock a.m., had moved all the way over to the West Coast, shutting down websites like PayPal, Netflix, Twitter, GoDaddy, and a whole variety of other sites. What I've been able to ascertain is that the attack is a DDoS attack, which really goes after the internet traffic infrastructure that allows traffic in and out of the internet. And so what they do is they hack into those traffic points, shut those down. So think of it like if you're on the road and you get a red light and you stop, then you get a green light and you move forward. Well, if all of that just stopped and there was no red lights or yellow lights or green lights, traffic gets congested. Traffic doesn't know to turn left, to go right, what to do. And so you end up just shutting the system down. And so that's what's happened. The Bible tells us in Matthew 24, Luke 21, that there would be wars and rumors of wars, and that there would be conflicts and problems and issues that would arise that would be outside of the norms, and I would consider this outside of the norm. The reason they went after the DDoS infrastructure is because we're getting better at stopping hacks into databases and into website infrastructures. We're getting smarter about how to stop that. So the DDoS hack is probably the simplest of all hacks to accomplish. And so that's why they go after that traffic control infrastructure. But I just wanted to share with you a thought that I had. As this was occurring and I needed to access certain websites and I couldn't, I thought, number one, how much we rely on the internet. I couldn't contact people through my iPhone like I normally do. I couldn't access websites. And it really dawned on me, we really depend on this technology now. And then the other thing that dawned on me is, think back to September 2008. Obama was running for office. He was an unknown. It looked like he was going to lose the election. It didn't look like he would win by a landslide. But what happened in our system to put Obama into office? We had the economic collapse of 2008. And that got hung on George Bush, and he will forever go down in history as the president that didn't stop the 2008 financial collapse. And that's what threw Obama into the election. As soon as that occurred in September, John McCain's numbers tanked, Obama just shot up through the ceiling, and the country said, we need someone new in there because the old guard just isn't taking care of us any longer. I'm thinking this might be the case for Trump. If Trump harnesses this attack and he really starts beating that drum, how the current political leaders aren't helping protect us, i.e., let's just look at the recent cyber attack that shut down websites all over the United States? What if they would have went after nuclear sites? What if they would have went after water, electricity, etc.? And he really drives this point home to the entire country. This could change the course of the election. It could very well be a gift in disguise that could put Trump over the top into the Oval Office. And if you've looked at my Facebook recently, you notice I'm beating the drum against Hillary Clinton. And some of the biggest reasons that I'm beating that drum is when I think about partial birth abortion. And that doctors, when they abort a baby in the final trimester, in other words, the baby might be born in a month or two. It's a viable human being. The doctors put their hand over the baby's mouth as they pierce the baby's cervix in the back of the neck to kill it, to detach the brainstem from the spinal cord. And they do that so the mother won't hear the baby cry. Now, when I think that a human being actually endorses that kind of behavior and that kind of evil, I have to say something about it, and I have to go down this road. Now, I don't mean for this to be a political audio report, but I have to say something about it. How can we, as Christians, vote for someone that endorses murder at that level? And so that's why one of the primary reasons I'm voting, I have voted already. I voted for Donald Trump. I don't like Trump. I personally think he's a big mouth, and I don't really care for him. I never have. But with that being said, I only have two choices. And Trump, at least, if you watched the last debate, he said very clearly he supports freedom of religion. He is against abortion. Partial birth abortion has to be outlawed. And that he is for borders, and he is for protecting the United States citizenry. And he's for upholding the Constitution. We get the complete opposite with Hillary Clinton. And so we have to, I believe as Christians, we have to go with the choice that stands against the murdering, senseless murdering of the most vulnerable in our society, and that is babies that are still in the womb. And I'm going to go out on the limb, and I'm going to make a comment, and some of you are going to stop following my reports, and that's okay, but I have to say what I believe is the truth. If a person calls themselves a child of God and they vote in a person that supports murder like this, which is just as bad when the children of Israel threw their babies into the arms of Molech or Baal, where the arms were on fire and they tossed their babies into that demon false god. That's what we're doing when we allow our babies to be murdered in the womb. And I question someone who says they're born-again Christian. I question the sincerity of them being born again if they elect someone who believes in murdering innocent children. I have a very difficult time accepting that person's Christianity. Well, that's the report for today. Remember to keep looking up, pray about the election. I'll talk to you again soon. This is Bro Steph. God bless you. Live out your faith.